Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 2 of our Fool's Journey. Last week, of course, being week 1, we started with the Fool, and you can see the videos if you just go down below in the YouTube. See this, now I'm showing my age. If you click in the YouTube, anyways, if you click down in the videos here on my channel, you'll see the previous videos for the Fool and the reading with the Fool, and you can watch there if you're just starting today. If you're up to date on everything, this week we're starting on the Magician. So let's pull out the card. This is where we are this week. Let's start with the Magician. So we're moving. See, what I really like about the Fool's Journey is that it really takes you through a story. We started with the Fool, who was all about being prepared, stepping off of the cliff, but making sure that you've done all your preparations and starting out on a new journey, but having everything in your little pack and you're ready to go and you're ready to be successful. And now we're moving into the Magician, who is really, I'm trying to get this out of the glare. He is absolutely the picture of confidence. This dude right here is ready to go. He's got everything that the Fool had packed into his pouch, and now he's ready to work his magic. So he's got his cups, he's got his wands, he's got his swords, and he's got his pentacles. There's nothing else that you need. You've got your emotions, you've got your stability, your earthly things, you've got your logic, your mind, your thinking, and you've got your action and your fire and your passion. And this is what you need to be successful, and that's what the Magician brings. Okay. He brings that level of confidence. He gives you that ability to know that whatever it is that you're starting out on right now, whatever it is that you've been dreaming about, or the new project that you're starting, doesn't have to be a life goal. It doesn't have to be a major dream or life event that you're starting out on. This can be just as simple as I have a work project that I have to do. And this dude's here to tell you that, yeah, you're good. You're good to go. You've got everything you need. Now let's summon up our magic. Let's take our magic wand and we're going to wave it around and we're going to start on this and we're going to be successful at it. I'm just going to set this down because it's getting in my way. And apparently I've learned that I like to talk with my hands. Didn't know that about myself. Not too sure what to do with it, but apparently that's who I am. So I'm a hand talker. So we're just going to talk a little bit. These videos, these introduction videos aren't very long because really you can say a lot about a card in a very short period of time. And since this girl likes to talk, we're going to be able to get through them pretty fast. Okay. So like I was saying, you've got the Magician. He's standing in front of his table. Okay. He is fully loaded. It is ready to go. It's got everything that he needs to make sure that his spell is successful. So we've moved from the Fool, who is prepared and ready to go, and he's ready to jump off that cliff, and he's ready to move into whatever it is that you have on your plate right now. We're moving over to the Magician, and now we're prepared. We are standing there. We have got everything laid out in front of us, and we are ready to take that step and move forward into the actual action of the plan that we put in place with the Fool. So the Magician is about action. He's about taking all of the preparation. He's about taking the step. He's about being confident enough. When the Magician pops up in a reading, either for yourself or for your client or for your friends or family, whoever it is that you're reading for, when the Magician comes in, you know now is a good time. He's here to tell you that if you are ready to start, he is there, and you can be assured that with the Magician on your side, you're going to be able to be successful at what it is that you're doing. Now is the time. Take everything that you've learned, put it into action, be confident, wave your wand, and cast your spell and be ready to go. Now, the opposite of that, obviously, is the reversed card. So you reverse him and things change, where once he was confident, and now there could be a lack of confidence, but it's more that where he had the confidence to be this person who can step out and make the positive changes in their life and manifest whatever it is that they're working on. Now he's a bit of a trickster. So he's narcissist is kind of the word that I use a lot when it comes to the reversed magician, because now he's tricking you, right? Now he's telling you that, oh yeah, I've got everything here on the table. We're good to go. But I'm working on my own thing in the back, and it's not really going to go in your favor. So I don't do this a lot, but to be perfectly honest, the magician is not one of my favorite cards, mostly because of the negative aspects of it. So where he's extremely confident and creative, reversed, he's not the kind of dude you want to spend any time with, right? He's the person that you really should be avoiding. And this could be you, this could be someone that you know. It just could be the way that this is going to turn out for you. Just the universe, it just isn't in your plans. Either way, it's not going to work out. But personally, every time I see the magician and the magician is reversed, I get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach, because I don't like this type of person. None of us do, but I mean, I have this visceral reaction to that type of person. So, like I said, I don't do this very often. I usually only work with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, okay? But I did mention in the introductory video, if you took the time to watch that, that I exclusively work with, on a personal level, work with the Lightseers deck. So I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to show you. This is the Magician in the Lightseers deck, okay? And I find personally that this particular image speaks to me in a more positive way about the magician than your normal one, because here he is, and yes, he's still working his magic, but it's this wonderful pool of light, right? And to me, that's the universe, that's the manifestation, that's the beautiful colors that you have in your life, if you just choose to look and you just choose to work with them. And even reversed, where here he's pouring his energies in, when you reverse it, the universe is pouring energies back out. Now you could also look at this and you could also say that here he is, he's staring into the water and he's working his magic and he's doing everything that he needs to do, and everything is going well. And when you turn it over, now it's more of a reflecting pool, right, where he's just sitting there staring at himself. But to me, I see more of the energies pouring back into him, which to me just gives me a better feeling about the card. It's just a little bit more positive. It's more manifestation than narcissist. And sometimes the universe does that to us, and where we want to stay positive and where we want to stay on track and where we want to continue and believe that the universe has our best interest in heart, and the universe does, don't get me wrong. That's not where I'm going here. But sometimes if something isn't in our best interest, the universe is going to feed back to us something that's a little bit better. And maybe just because you are fully prepared, just because you have everything packed and ready to go and you have your arsenal ready, that doesn't mean that it's in the cards for you. No pun intended, considering we're talking about tarot. So sometimes the universe has to pour back into you, and has to give you a little bit of a redirect. But that's just more of a personal thing. That's not anything to do with the actuality of the cards and whatnot. But I got a little bit off track. I tend to do that. Stick around. You'll get a lot more of that. But ultimately, what we're talking about here is confidence. We're talking about manifestation. We're talking about taking action. We're talking about success. And on the reverse, we're talking about stagnation. We're talking about a trickster. We're talking about a narcissist. We're talking about stifled creativity, and we're talking about this maybe not being the best time. You can start if you want, but chances are you're not going to be successful, because when the magician is reversed, things just probably aren't going to go your way. So that's just a brief rundown. Like I said before, these are just foundational little informational things that we're starting with now. I'm going to do another series later where we get a little bit more in depth into the cards and potential meanings and how they work together and just all sorts of different things. But for now, this is a foundational, then there's my dogs. This is a foundational video. So we're just touching on the basics. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. You know where to find me. I've covered it in the last 2 videos. Have a wonderful day, and I will be back later this week with a reading with the magician. Bye.